What is up? What is up, YouTube? Uncle Mike got a splitting headache, man. I'm gonna take these headphones off and mute the mic. That way I can enjoy this thing all night with you guys. Gene Deal speaks on Jam Master J, Death, and more. Hey, y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. I think I was in the chat room for a minute on this one. Let's check it out. Gene Deal, man. Positive, good brother, man. Let's check him and his duck. I always talk about the duck. He got a duck up there. What's the duck name, Gene? Hey, ooh.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, come on, come on. Yeah. I see y'all coming in. Pretty gangster. The deal is going on the end now. Lucky Bill. Christio. Somebody plug in. The train master. I see him now. On the King Bill Show. 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 He be talking that real shit. What's up with that, man? Alright, it's great work, buddy, man. I'll see you on my Instagram today. So paperwork for I was finna break ugly on it. You see me get ready to go with the serious look? Hey, everybody. How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing out there, man? Listen, I wanted to speak with y'all because I think yesterday or something like that, the two killers of Jam Master J was convicted. And if anybody's just been following me, because they want to make y'all believe and they want to have this narrative that I only talked about Puff during this whole 4 or 5 years that I've been on YouTube. Well, damn, it looked like looking like close to 6 years now. Time is flying. November 2018, when MRAC now, yeah. Yo, time is flying, man. But anyway, they try to make it seem like I only talk about Diddy, but I want to bring this up real quick before I get into my story. Don't y'all remember when I told y'all, the people who follow me remember this, when Jam Master J first got killed or whatever like that, and I told a story about Jam Master J, and I'm going to rehash and tell that story about Jam Master J again, is that, don't y'all remember I told you that his sister's brother was a top DEA agent, and he promised his sister that he was going to find the killers. He was going to help find the killers of his brother-in-law. Dion Mofat. Dion, what up with you, boy? This is my St. Louis road dog. We're going to be hitting the streets in a little while. Juanita Noble, I remember. Official King Apparel. Yes, I remember. Yup. Mad long ago. DC Heavenly Bodies. Yep, I remember. I told y'all that his bro. I can't give you his name because if you identify, you tell anything about an agent, that you could be brought up on charges with that stuff. And I think he retired now. I don't know for sure, but I gotta talk to some of the bros and see if he retired. Speaking of the bros, I spoke to one of my bros that's a big prosecutor in Florida, federal prosecutor. And he said that they could have got him on the gun and the old boy on the gun and the fucking drug charge. Those are the easiest thing. They could have got him on that. They didn't want him. They going after the big shit now. They didn't want him. Not like that. He said, this is exactly what he told me. There were enough people that talked about guns and drugs that they could have got him on that. So they didn't. Better luck next time, but it ain't gonna stop me from saying what I want to say. It ain't gonna stop me from doing what I want to do. All you suck ass niggas talk about coming at me and doing all that, man. Listen here, bro. I ain't never been worried about none of that. You understand? Listen, they got Kennedy, they got Martin Luther King. If a nigga gonna get you, they gonna get you. But here we go. Let me get on top of this shit right now. No Diddy. Now, hold on. Paul. Thanks, Paul Sticks. I appreciate that. All right, now check this out. I want to say this before I start telling the story. And some of you people, if you heard the story before, y'all could click off, go enjoy the rest of y'all day. It is what it is. I'm not mad at you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody will catch it on the replay. Anyway. One more thing I want to say. I tell y'all these stories and these situations and these problems. So when things happen, like I just told you that story about Malcolm Jamal Warner, but I didn't go back into that because God bless the dead in the whole 9 yards. And it wasn't a good story. So that's why I didn't recant the story the night that, I chilled with him in the whole 9 yards. That story I'll probably never, ever repeat unless somebody pay me. Nigga, I ain't turning down nothing but my collar. So anyway, anybody who's telling stories about Big and Tupac now, and they've been on YouTube longer than I have, anybody, and you never heard these stories all the time that they was on YouTube, just remember, they only recanting something that they heard me say. They only recanting something that they heard me say. Just like when somebody say, Puff ran and stuff like that. If they was on YouTube before me and they never said nothing about Puff running at the Soul Train Awards, and they was on YouTube way before me, they only got that story either out my book or they heard me tell a story. I don't want to hear that KK Michelle, I want to see you before you leave. Man, I've been in Missouri I've been in St. Louis since the 2nd of July.
I see Uncle Mike's chats, y'all.
You got my number. My number is out there. I ain't getting no call, but you gonna get on the show talking about I want to see you. I's a free man now.
Say hi to the duck. That's what I should have said.
I's a free. Me want freedom.
Okay.
Okay.
I's married now.
Shaw, what up with you, boy? The Music Recording Network. What's good with y'all? Danny Girl. Danny Girl say, hey, chat. Everybody in here. So now, let's get to this story. Back in the day, it was a young man that was a street entrepreneur. His name was Unique. He had a little, a store called Mecca Audio, where he would have the top DJs come up in there and play. Up in Mecca Audio, sell tapes and all, sell their tapes, the whole 9 yards. Yes, I am, Honey Butter. Honey Butter gonna talk about, you're not free. I's are free. Anyway. Before I get to the story, I'm sorry. One more thing. I
done mistyped. Boy, oh, come on, Uncle Mike. Look what I did. I gave Gene a donation. Stay real. Always, bro. Stay real always. We got your back over here.
We'll get to the story after this.
Golly.
Shout out to the Stevenson family out there in Philadelphia with the family reunion. Kim!
My man having fun, young. It's all about fun.
Shout out to Kim, Deja, Booby, all the rest of the Stevenson family. I love y'all dearly. I really love y'all. I'm doing the show right now. Can I call you back? All right. The Music Record Network. Stay real. Always, bro. We got your back, bro. That's the only way I could be, man. Real in myself. You understand? I appreciate that donation to the channel. And I appreciate everything everybody give me and everything like that, because like I told y'all, you ain't gonna never hear me on this motherfucker begging nobody for nothing.
Word.
I don't get, well, grown-ass man, and I know he catching a lot of flack for that shit. Man, listen to me. Write a book. Sell a book. You know what I'm saying? Get a YouTube channel. Go out there, shovel some shit. But don't get on here and embarrass yourself and ask motherfuckers for hand-me-down. Nigga, I get out there and go back to teaching. You understand?
Facts.
I was a substitute teacher. I got my degree. You understand? I go back to teaching, doing something positive before I get on this motherfucker and beg anybody for anything.
I ain't talking about Umar.
That's why you got all those fucking degrees for. Put them to work.
Doctor. If you're a doctor, you...
Anyway. That's my take on, y'all know who I'm talking about. I never liked the brother, no way. Anyway, because all these motherfuckers be trying to talk about that Pan-African shit like that. You know, they ain't treating the real history. Farrakhan has treated the real history of we as people. You understand? And our people didn't start off in Africa. Africa was a name that the white man gave that continent. And not to say anything about the white people that come see me on my channel.
Somebody put up there, what's that? Michelle 314, KK Michelle. A man who knows how to fish will always eat 100. Yeah.
Hey, Tasha M. Good afternoon to you too, mama. KK Michelle said, a man know how to fish will always work. Okay, now, KK, that's your take on it. Chevron TV, Vanessa Bonick. So now let me get to the story. Mecca Audio used to have all the DJs, all the rap shit and everything like that. Do rap shows on, I think it was Monday and Friday or some shit like that. Whenever that they had the I think Monday nights at Club 2000.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They used to get Monday and Wednesday or something like that. I don't know, but he used to have a rap show back in the day, whereas that the streets will bring their favorite rapper up to 151st and 8th Avenue, right across the street from the Mecca Audio, the little place he had that he sell tapes and everything out of it. It's 151st, between 151st, 52nd, and 8th Avenue. And they would have rap shows on there. And on that Monday night or whatever, whoever win that street rap thing, Unique will come out, and sometimes he would give them the $5,000 when they won. Sometimes he'll throw the $5,000 up in the air. People will scramble over. He'll still get a rapper $5,000. That motherfucker had more money than China had rice. All these niggas could talk all that shit. Unique had more money than motherfucking China had rice.
Mm. Mm.
Now, I get a call because he used to have a club called Club 2000. It was up there between Broadway and Amsterdam. I want to say 157. I want to say 157 between Broadway and Amsterdam upstairs. He asked me to do security a couple of times, but I would never do security for him. You know, he had his own team. I was a part of, I left the same gang and started Slick in the Family. So me and Slick had Slick in the Family. So I would never, work for Unique because his dudes don't do nothing but listen to him. And by right, they should. You know what I'm saying? So I never did security for him, but I did security at his club. I get a phone call from Tracy Waples. You know what I'm saying? When I tell you Tracy Waples has been instrumental in some of the top rappers, top artists that y'all know, y'all wouldn't believe she had been working behind the scenes for years. You understand? She was working behind the scenes for years. And I tell my stories and I tell them the truth because I want people to know, and I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Because more and more, I try to teach a lot of these motherfuckers out here, the dumber they make me look. You know what I'm saying? And these rap motherfucking bastards, because you called me a cop, nigga, that don't make a motherfucking thing. I'm glad to have a motherfucking career. You rather be called a criminal than a cop. Something is wrong with you.
Facts.
So whatever you do, any of my people out there that work law enforcement or anything like that, I know it don't bother you that you do your motherfucking job and support and take care of your family.
Mm.
And if you could be fortunate enough like myself to retire off of that, yo, God bless you. But now, Tracy Waples was, Method Man. To me, Big was nice. A lot of rappers was nice, but ain't nobody I believe, and this is my own personal thoughts, that had that charisma and that captivity and could go on a rhyme and move and have that finesse like Method Man. Method Man was a bad motherfucker. I'm just telling y'all. To me, you could not sleep on Method Man and his delivery and everything and the way he did shit. Yo, that motherfucking, I think it's the greatest motherfucking compilation song ever. And they did it, they were so nice, they did it twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, hit the rock, that sound like heaven. Yo, come on, Method Cow, come and get some. Yo, that joint with LL Cool J, Redman, old motherfucking DMX, and motherfucking LL, DMX, Meth, Redman. Yeah, I ain't mixing nobody on the first one.
I ain't missing nobody.
I think they cut what's his name? Casio. I think they cut him out of there. He said
Cassidy.
something about the mic on LL. It was in 98. Nigga, I was up in the Apollo when they did that shit. Oh! You hear me? Oh! Yo, that beat, all that shit. Come on, man. Name another compilation with 3 or more different rappers hitting a track that was better than that. I'm looking, help me out. Master P was on the remix and he killed it. Master P killed that shit. Master P on the remix. It was so nice they had to do it twice. And Master P represented the fucking South on that joint. Wu-Tang was a group, Bill Will. I'm talking about 4 or 5 different artists, man. Come on, be with me, Bill Will. I'm not talking about a group.
Can I bust?
Make
Cannabis.
me say, yeah, cannabis. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, I was up in Sony when, because I used to have carte blanche like that back in the day, whereas that I could just call somebody up in Sony, one of the A&Rs, the president.
My bad, y'all.
Of the music shit. Dave. Yo, it's Big G. I'm just downstairs, man. Dave, I want to bring this artist up. Dave. Yo, what up, homeboy? Yeah. Can I come up and holler at you? Let Big Gene up. Let Big Gene up. I used to have it back like that in a lot of those record places. So now, Tracy gives me a call. And she was helping Jam Master J get Onyx out there. Onyx was a Queens group. Onyx was a Queens group. And them some of the wildest young niggas. yo, them niggas was wild. And they was in the zoo. And they was wilder than the fucking animals in the zoo. Y'all don't hear me though. When they came up in Club 2000, and Club 2000 was nothing that you could play with. No, that's my pops. My pops had, somebody asked me, was that me in the back? No, that's my pops. My pops was real motherfucker. He had a stable full of horses, all that shit right there. His brother was cowboy too. He had a store in Chicago, and he was in the Jet magazine called They Shoot Horses. That was the article that was in the Jet magazine. His name was John Robinson. He sold Western cowboy shit. Bron Solo, you was there too? Bron Solo said he was there too. Yo, Bron, did they kill that shit? Dana Poster said, my father ran the ranch in Toast, Texas too. Okay. All right. So now, Tracy, I was up in Sony. I think it was it Sony? Was it Sony? When, or Sony somewhere, Sony WJ, I just had merged or something like that. When they was talking about Rihanna, and they didn't know what to do with Rihanna, and they gave it to Tracy. And Tracy made her a motherfucking star. Tracy Waples made her a motherfucking star. I don't know if my whatchamacall's in here. Any nigga that's saying dumb shit like this, we gonna ban this nigga. I don't give a fuck about Diddy coming to see me. Clown ass nigga. He should have seen me way before I got to this point. You know what I'm saying? Anybody saying any of that Diddy shit, man, and want to talk all that bullshit, tell them find someplace else to play. Somewhere else to go. Playtime is over.
Facts.
Anyway, Tracy Waples, they gave Rihanna to Tracy, and she made her to a mega star. She made her into a mega star. Tracy had that much genius. She had started looking for a job someplace else. And I swear for a living God, her and Puff was like this. And the dude that called Puff on Tracy Waples, yo, Tracy, I think she's looking for like 400, 350 to 400,000. And Tracy said, man, you can get that bitch cheaper than that. And I looked at that nigga, I said, nigga, that's your girl? That's how you talking to her? He was like, yo, G. I was like, wow, this nigga right here. When that nigga got out the phone, I said, nigga, you talking about your girl like that? He just looked at me. And all you niggas, like I just told you, the Diddy that y'all know today wasn't Puffy back then. But it is what it is. Like I say, the more and more I try to teach you, the dumber you make me look. So now Tracy gives me a call. She said, yo, I got Onyx and Gene. I need for you to hold them down because they performing at Club 2000. And this is just off the rip. She ain't give me no time, no this, no that, because they was worried. They was going to perform at Club 2000. Now, Unique had a top security crew in the whole 9 yards. But, you know what I'm saying, they still got to have that respect that they with a team from Harlem. And back then, my team was hotter than fish grease. You understand? We was not having those problems at clubs, at the front door, or any venues that we did. Because we was the type of crew, like, if you gave a problem and Slick found out where you was at, when you gave a problem, we coming to your block. We looking for you on your block. Oh, that was some niggas over there? Let's go holler at them. Who did that shit? So we wasn't having those problems. Yeah, Dana, hotter than fish grease. Michelle, trolls gonna troll and the truth gonna hold. Great commentary. Appreciate you, mama. I got Dean Ryan watching all the way from Dublin. So check this shit out. So now Tracy gives me a call. It was last minute, something like that. So I say, Tracy, she said like 4 guys. So I got me, Slick, Noah, and I think Eddie. God bless Eddie. He went on this 17 years, came home. He was the one that was at City College and holding the door for Jessica, ran down. Jessica locked the door on him. He almost suffocated and lost his life. And if it wasn't for Eddie, radio and me telling me that he was suffocating, a lot of people would have lost their life at that City College, more than the 9 people. Eddie should be commended on what he did. You understand? But anyway. We meet up with the Onyx and them people outside the club. We walk them into the club, the whole 9 yards. Jam Master J is with us. Tracy telling me, and I told her, don't do it like that, Tracy, that after the show, the Jam Master J was going to pay us our money. And it was light. It was only $200 per man. That's $800. And what I'm telling you, that's the hardest $200 I made ever. And walking somebody into the club, having them perform, and just watching them when they was hanging out. Because those Onyx niggas back in the day like that, they didn't give a fuck. They was wild. I mean, wild. You can't even express how they didn't give a fuck back then. And I could respect their music because the way they were acting or the way they was at Club 2000, that showed me they ain't have no fear in them and performing nowhere. Nowhere. Oh, and I had Powerful and Tima. So it was Powerful and Tima. Yeah, okay. It was Eddie. It was Powerful, Team, Noah, and Slick. So it was about Slick. Yeah, it was about 1,200. These folks give us 1,200, 200 per man. You know what I'm saying? It was 200 per man. So I don't know what they was giving. I know Unique was probably giving them niggas like 10, 15, 20,000 to perform. Because Unique has so much motherfucking money. He could get anybody. Dr. Dre, Snoop. He got so many different pictures of everybody and everything. Tupac, all that shit. He has so much money, he could get anybody at Club 2000. That's how Unique had it. Oh, I got to read this. I forgot. Love and respect, Khalid Production. Shout out that super chat from Khalid. All right. Earlier, I got to push my books, y'all. I told you I want to sell 1,000 books, handwritten copy joints. I want to do 1,000 before October. I'm trying to get this house together. I'm finna start packaging like crack. It's hot as crack in the 80s. This is the second book, Life After Death when Bodyguard and Hip Hop Star by me. And My World of Bodyguard and Hip Hop Star. Let me show you how you can do it. I'm gonna put the banner up right there. Let me do that right there. Y'all see the Cash App donation, Big Gene 10, or PayPal, Big Gene 52 for the books, or PayPal or Cash App, Big Gene 52 for the books. All right? Make sure. Let's get this shit on and popping. I'm being an entrepreneur, podcast. I got people that want to do shirts, hats, all this other shit for me like that. I'm pushing my books. And don't listen to the lies. The people in the chat could tell you who got the book, how entertaining the book is. And they was like, yo, damn, there ain't shit in there about Puff. But it's my story, it's my words. So let me, y'all got that? Cash out Big Gene 10 or Big Gene 52. Shout out to Miss Bestie. She always cash out. Miss Bestie, thanks for the cash out. I appreciate that. I guess every man need a Miss Bestie in their life. Every man need a Miss Bestie in their life. Shout out there. Anyway, so I knew when Jam Master J went to the back with Unique, he had got his money when he came out before them niggas even performed. So, like anybody, I'm going to go over to him. Yo, listen to me. Yo, I need to get that from you, bro. Oh, I got you. Straight up. I got you. Now, I knew Unique Club like you had a way you can get down the back way. You understand? You can go out the back and get down out the back way in the whole 9 yards, or you can go out the front way, the front or the back. So I guess he had peeped game and told that the team to walk them off the front, and he was going to go out the back, him and his man them. But I had Powerful and Team out back. You know, and I had radios too. They had a radio, I had a radio, and knowing them up front of them, we all had radios. You understand? We all had radios. Because that's how we did security, so we could stay in touch, so we know if anything, we got a problem inside, outside, whatever, this, that, and the third. And I'm always going to have a team outside just lamping. In case we coming out the door, we don't give a nigga the opportunity to run to the car or none of that. It's just security. That's how you got to do shit. So we walked the Onyx nigga out the door, and then gonna try to sneak out the back without paying us. Jam Master J. I told this story years ago. I got 34 new comments. Let me see what's going on. I just got them out, man. I don't know where the moderator's at. Yeah. Kimberly Reese said, I'm late, but I'm going to watch later. All right, Kim. So now, I radio Powerful then. I said, yo, man, the nigga Jam Master J tried to get out with the money. He just went out the back door. They said, we at the back door. Yo, when the nigga come down the steps, just hold the nigga. You know what I'm saying? We coming right there. So I ran up there. I ran from around the corner to where the club was at and where he came out the back door or whatever. And, okay, what kind of shit is this, bro? He did not want to pay us our money. He did not want to pay us our money. So I called Tracy. We got our money in the whole 9 yards. But, like, that was crazy to me. And from that point on, even though I had close relationships with his brother-in-law, I don't like dudes. I never liked dudes like that. And nobody would ever think that he was that type of dude that would try to get over on people, especially after people work for him and do what they supposed to do. But around in the industry, I was hearing a lot of stories like that. You know what I'm saying? About old boy. And people gonna hate that niggas tell stories like this about motherfuckers. Niggas gonna tell a whole lot of stories about me. But niggas know that I've always been a motherfucking loner. I ran with the crews, I did this and shit like that, but I was always about my business, and they gonna say that. Slime down in the sip. All right. Shout out to the sip and Slime out there. Appreciate that. I don't give a fuck about the criminals hating me. That's right. You got to pay whoever's working security. He was out of pocket for that, man. But that goes to show me the behavior. If you don't change your behavior, it would go on and overthrow other shit in life. You understand? Let's just get serious, man. You know, like you trying to out slick and take something from somebody that they earned that shit. You might get away once or twice, but ultimately if we go by the story, then which we heard that he tried to stiff people for $200,000 of drugs that they was a part of with him. If that to be true, I'm not saying that to be true. I don't know the story like that. I'm just recanting what came out in the news. The news said that he fell on hard times, that the rap songs and the rap things that he did in the past wasn't making money, and he started back selling drugs. And he tried to stiff his godson and his longtime friend out of $200,000 that they were supposed to make off of him, and they end up killing him. Whether wrong, right, or indifference, if that's true or not, that just goes to show you the behavior that he never corrected in the 80s with us when we was going to Club 2000 in the early 80s, late 80s, early 90s. Now, people don't want to hear that, and fuck you and feed you beans. If you don't want to hear it, this is the Gene Deal Show. Uncle Gene is speaking. I'm letting you niggas know, if you don't correct that crooked shit you got in your life, it's either gonna take you to your grave or get you hurt. One shot, what question you want to ask? If any of the podcasts, any of my moderators on there, one question said he got a question he want to ask. What question you want to ask, One Shot? I'm looking at the chat right now. Put your question in there. For your own. Cherry Blossom, thank you for the love, Cherry Blossom. All the way from Tennessee. I'm from London. Channel 4 did you dirty. I don't know. I don't give a shit. Channel 4, I don't listen. London, yo, they can't do me dirty. They can only put shit out there or say whatever they want to say. They can't do me dirty. These niggas have no power over me. I don't give nobody no dominion over Gene Deal. I'm the captain of my own ship. Do you understand it? I'm the captain of my own ship. Shit is crazy. Don't think that because you hear somebody saying something about Gene, they talked about Jesus. Half the motherfuckers on the planet wear him around his neck, pray to him, get on his knees and everything.
I say the same thing. I say the same things.
What I give a fuck about them saying something about Gene? I really don't.
I don't give
a lot of times you hear me speaking about shit.
Sugar.
But I could care less about a lot of these motherfuckers. I speak on it and I talk about it because it's knowledge. And maybe somebody will learn from it. Somebody will hear it and they may be going through the same shit. And they got to find a way out of it. So I talk about it and I speak about it because that helps them go through that and know that they're not the only one that's going through it. But listen, I'm a hard motherfucker. You got to physically do something to me. You gotta touch me or something like that. Cause I get on here and act a motherfucking fool sometimes and I'm upset. I be upset, but that shit get over with. Once I get that shit out, I know how to release. I know how to release it. And I just want y'all to know, I want y'all to know this, man, that, listen here. I read this poem back in the day and it was heavy to me. It was by William Ernest Henley. A lot of good brothers I know the same poem. But you got to read the words and understand what it says in order to have that self-love, in order to have that power within yourself. Y'all go read that motherfucking poem, Evictus. Anybody know that poem out there in the chat? Jack Williams. I didn't know he was rolling like that until he did it to me. I heard stories about the nigga. 50 told stories about he had cheated him out of, contract money in the whole 9 yards. But you got to change your behavior. If you don't change your behavior from when you young and you're still doing the same old young dumb shit that got you in trouble, you're going to end up getting in trouble, spending a lot of time in jail, or you're going to be dead somewhere. Do anybody out there know that poem Evictus? Pedro just said, you reap what you sow. I got a lot of history and behind the scenes on this whole shit. Dana, I ain't gotta be your father to give you knowledge, because it was a man from Philly that seen I was a wayward child and say, yo, listen to me, that kid got something in him. I'm gonna give him some jewels. I'm gonna give him things that'll help him be a man and help him go on and be able to take care of himself, be able to take care of his family if he chooses to have a family. Hey, Tassie. Tassie says, I'm a new subscriber. Tassie said, I'm a new subscriber. Tassie, I'm Tassie. Don't take your subscription away, Tassie. I was just kidding. I was just playing, Tassie. Karen. Gene, at what age do you think a man actually matures? Well, some men don't never mature the way they're supposed to.
26.
For some men, it depends on their responsibilities and how they take on responsibilities. Some niggas run away from responsibilities, so you will never mature. You understand? It depends on when you start putting other people before yourself. You understand what I'm saying? And because the life that I had as a child, I did not want my children to have that same type of life. So that made me mature and do what I need to do as a father. And a husband at a time. But listen, I asked people, do y'all know exactly, know the poem Evictus? But this was, I want y'all to know, just listen to these words. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever God may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutches of circumstances, I have not winced nor cried out loud. Under the bludgeon of chance, my head is bloody, but yet unbowed. Beyond these places of wrath and tears looms but the honors of the shade, and yet the menace of the years. How charged with punishment the scroll, I am the master of my faith, I am the captain of my soul. You're going to determine in you, it's in you, what you're going to be. You have all that determination, all that stuff is already in you. You have to make the right decisions in your life to be somebody positive, to be somebody caring, to be somebody sharing. When you make those decisions in your life to do the right thing and be the right person, everything that you're going to need in life is going to come right there to you. When I was younger, they used to laugh at me because I used to work at McDonald's.
Me
But
too.
at 16, I had my own car.
Yeah, me too. They used to laugh at me. I used to work at McDonald's. At 16,
I had my own car.
Me too.
A Ford Galaxy 500, not lime. It was Army Green.
Mine too. No, I'm just playing. I had a Plymouth Arrow hatchback. It was champagne
gold. When I went to college, my mother said her boyfriend, Thomas, had crashed it.
Damn.
I was so mad.
I crashed mine myself.
So mad.
Damn. You should have just let it sit there, bro. No.
Came back, bought a 74 Mercury Marquise.
Marquise, baby. No, I think
came back from college, the engine was blown.
I think like, my next car was a BMW after that.
That's life.
Damn.
Ben 10. He said it's a poem about self-proficiency. It's something like a bad boy, my peeps. It's about finding your true love within yourself and holding yourself accountable for what you do and how you do it. In life, I want you people to know, stop putting yourself in everybody's video. Don't allow people to put you in their video. Don't allow people to say shit to you and make you react to it. Because I know I have done that also in my time. In my time in YouTube, I've been like, fuck that nigga Whack 100 because I know how these niggas is.
Mm-hmm.
These niggas have, as I say all the time, the fake niggas looking real and the real niggas looking fake. It's a lot of that, but that grabs people attention. But the real people will start seeing that and they'll get knowledge on that and they'll start understanding that and they'll start going someplace else. Now, I'm totally blessed and glad that I get the people that come on and watch me when they come and watch me. You understand? I'm glad and I'm blessed that I have people that I could tell and share some stories with. But this is not my life. After I write my third book, I'm gonna put them all up on the I'm gonna put them all up. I'm gonna do the audio book, and I'm gonna let the world hear them. Hear the story from my perspective. Let me see what's going on.
Mm.
You see my hand? He was running out one studio, going into the other studio. Hey, Mike! Hey, Mike!
Yeah.
That motherfucker moved. He moved. He had both of the studios. He went from right here to right there. He was like, I was like, hey, and then one night we were supposed to bodyguard him at Webster Hall. My fraternity brother, Bill, was one of his lead men, and he asked us to do it, but we ended up doing Martin Lawrence, and we didn't do Michael Jackson with Bill. Honey Butter is here now. Oh my God. I ain't got to worry about that shit now. Where the trolls at now? Where the trolls at? Where the trolls at? Honey Butter in this motherfucker now. She don't play that trolling shit.
Mm.
Georgia said, am I a crip? According to niggas, I'm crippled. I got bad knees, right? That's what these niggas say. Until I kick them so far up in their ass, they taste shoe polish.
Wow.
Toronto in the house. What up, Toronto?
It's the Gene Deal show. He just kicking.
So listen, man. That was a terrible way for Jam Master J to die in his own studio by the hands of his godchild and his best friend, his longtime friend. That's terrible. And in order for people to come, and somebody said it in the chat, for people that close to you to do something like that to you, you had to really hurt them and do them wrong. That's a possibility. I wouldn't overlook that. We don't do it like that. Get you another channel and come on off here. You know, I had the privilege, and let me just say this to these people. I had the privilege to do security for a lot of artists. And I'm going to try to name every last one of them in my last book. Anybody that I worked for, did security for, and everything. I had an opportunity. Had a lot of people come to me, you understand, either because they needed to get to somebody else, or they were in fear of their life, or they just needed help, and they people needed help in the system. I'm thankful for my experiences, and I'm so thankful that God has guided me in the direction, whereas that I'm blessed to be here today. Jacqueline yelled, thank you, Jacqueline. Peace and respect to you, Jacqueline. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this up again, y'all, because I really need y'all to support these books. They doing great on Amazon. I can't front, but I'm trying to sell 1,000 copies, handwritten. From this point on, I'm not spending a dime on the books. You know, I'm not the money I'm getting. All this is saving. I'm using it. I'm trying to get my parents in them house together. I'm trying to bring this back and get it ready. My father died, but my mom is still here. And before my stepmother's still here, I can't. I hate, because I don't want y'all to confuse. That nigga said his mama was DACA. That's how these niggas do it. My real mother is dead. Addie Marie Deal, God bless the dead, is dead. My mom, Jan Robinson, who was married to my father and gave him the best 72, 73 years a man could ever have in his life. By having a beautiful woman like that, man, it makes me cry because she is so sweet. She is so fucking sweet. It's crazy, nigga. When I'm telling you, a woman take a 16-year-old son in her life and treat her like her own son, took me shopping, all this stuff like that, yo, fed, showed me how to cook, you know what I'm saying, gave me some of the best recipes I have in my life. This woman has been so, before God take me or her, I want her to see this place how it should be done. It ain't bad, but with the tornado hitting it and with, you know, it's old, you know, you see the paneling and shit like that. You know, it's got a fireplace damn near in every fucking room. I'm like, who the fuck gets a fireplace in every room? I want to redo this, and I'm gonna take everything, because I'm about to either auction off a lot of my jewelry, because I got a lot of jewelry. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm in my 60s. I ain't gonna be the old nigga in the club with the jewelry and shit like that. I'm gonna auction off the K Slade piece, all that shit, you know, to get this house the way I want her to see it. That's my dream. That's my hope. So I'm trying to sell 1,000 of these books. Gene Deal, My World, A Bodyguard and a Hip Hop Star, and Life After Death, When Bodyguard and a Hip Hop Star. They're great reads, pictures. On the second one, there's gonna be plenty of pictures on the third book. You understand?
You understand?
So listen here. Yo, thank y'all for y'all time. I really appreciate that, man. And remember, change your life. If you fucked up ass person, and you've been a fucked up ass person, and you don't want to change of being a fucked up ass person, then die, kill yourself, do some shit like that, because we got enough fucked up ass people out here anyway, man. But if you young and you hearing this, change your ways, man, and become somebody positive. Become somebody that people that can depend on.
You gotta change.
You got the power inside you. Use it. Peace.
Gene, I just ordered both books from Amazon. I know Amazon takes a cut, so I apologize. I wish, if I was thinking, I would have ordered it straight from you with your Cash App. That way you'll have more of the money. But while you was talking, I just went on and did it. I went on my Amazon and ordered both of the books, man. So I could sit here and show your books while I'm doing your reactions and stuff. Gene, man, he gonna give it to you right, man. Don't worry about people talking about you. They talk about me, they talk about Jesus. I want them to talk about me because I want to be like Jesus. They was talking about Jesus. I want to be like Gene. They talk about Gene. Gene be lying. Uncle Mike be lying. I don't do nothing but do the reactions and I still get talked about. I let them do all the talking. I just do the reaction and I still get talked about. Damn. Ain't never been in jail. Ain't never been locked up. I got a clearance, or I had a clearance. I don't even know if I still got the daggone thing because I'm not working. I'm not working anymore. I retired. So I worked for the Navy Yard. I did IT work. I studied. Showed myself approved. I had a criminal justice degree. So I graduated college. I got pictures of me graduating in college. I was proud of myself. Going to college was the dumbest thing I ever did. Well, to each his own, but for me, it was the dumbest thing I did. I'm still paying monthly fees on the what is it called? Student loans. Anyway, I'm gonna get on up out of here, man. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.